Hey, what's up YouTube, my Jack and I wanted today, and once again, sorry for not being able to do another PowerPoint review. I haven't downloaded Movie Maker yet, but hopefully we'll be doing that soon, and then again, I've got to learn how to use it. So anyway, I wrote my Capital Punishment review on my channel. I thought it was a solid pay-per-view. Wasn't all that keen on the main event, but I thought the world title match was great, and I really enjoyed Punk and Mysterio and Kofi and Dolph. I'm looking forward to Money in the Bank. John Cena versus CM Punk should be a great match. Hopefully Punk isn't actually going to be going for Money in the Bank because, well, hopefully he's not. World Hero title match, Randy Orton versus Christian. Again, hopefully that this could probably be their... I'm not saying hopefully it's going to be their last match because I don't want it to be. I'm just saying because their feud's been going on for a while now. We need a new feud going on. I enjoyed Raw, 3-hour Raw. I thought it was fun. I enjoyed SmackDown. So, yeah. Okay, now on to the DVD review. I'll request the Fast 2003 and also Arcade Legends 619. I will be doing your WrestleMania 25 DVD review probably and hopefully tomorrow. So let's go on with the review. Chris Jericho breaking the code behind the walls. Chris Jericho. Survivor 2003. I highly recommend this DVD to you, and here's the review. So here's the cover. It's pictures. Awesome picture right there. I think that was the cover of Armageddon 08. Here's our 3 discs. Let's go on with it. Okay. So. Okay. Alright. Disc 1 is a documentary on Chris Jericho's life all the way up to pretty much mid-2010. I'm not going to say like much about documentary. I'm just going to say it was a good documentary. I recommend you sit down and watch it. It's really interesting to hear about Chris Jericho's life. Very good. You hear it from Jericho. You hear it from other superstars like Shawn Michaels, John Cena, Mysterio, even Christian, Edge. You know, it's really good to sit down and watch. It's got some really interesting stuff. It goes about like how he was in WCW and why he left WWE, and then when he came back to WWE. You know, it was a really good documentary to sit down and watch. Special features include small little parts of the documentary, and then we've got parts of Nitro and the world, just a couple of segments, pretty cool stuff. Okay, now on to disc 2, which is all the matches, disc 3. Quick introduction by Chris Jericho, and then Cowboy Chris Jericho. This is Lance T. Storm at Calgary, Atlanta, Canada, 1990. I like this match. It ended in a draw because it had a time limit of 10 minutes. It was a very solid back and forth contest. Just basically one of Jericho's early matches. You know, he looked really impressive in this match, so yeah, good stuff. The Thrill Seekers versus the Infernos, decent tag team match. Oh, this is a really good one actually. International Junior Heavyweight Championship match, Chris Jericho versus Ultimo Dragon in Japan. This was awesome to sit down and watch. A match in Japan. I really wanted to sit down and watch this. The only bit I don't like is that it's in the Japanese commentary, so I won't be able to understand. Other than that, it's got so many amazing moves. It is a fantastic match, probably one of the best matches on the entire DVD, in my opinion. It is an incredible battle, I tell you. It is awesome. Chris Jericho versus Cactus Jack. Alright match between these two. WCW Cruiserweight Championship match, Chris Jericho versus the late great Eddie Guerrero. Mr. Eddie Guerrero. It's in 1997 Full Brawl. I enjoyed this Cruiserweight title match. I only get 3 WCW matches, and I think they should include a bit more. But out of all of Run Fitness, is probably the best one. Good match between these two. Then we had a Moss versus WCW Cruiserweight Championship match. Chris Jericho versus Junior Vestant Guerrera. Super Brawl, 1998. I just kind of thought to myself Jericho was going to lose because I've never actually seen a Cruiserweight on Mars, but we did, which I actually really enjoyed. It was a pretty good match. I enjoyed this. Picked up towards the end. Then we had Chris Jericho, the WCW Cruiserweight Championship match once again. Chris Jericho, Steve Malenko on Nitro. The only bit I didn't like about the match is it ended by DQ. Other than that, it was a pretty solid match. Then we move on to when he came to WWE. It has the infamous Millennium Countdown. Clock expires when Jericho interrupted The Rock. That is an amazing segment, probably one of my all-time favourite segments. And then we had the Intercontinental Championship match, Chris Jericho, Kurt Angle, and No Way Out 2000. Pretty solid contest between them two. WWE Championship match, Chris Jericho, Triple H on Raw. This kind of sucks because it ended up being reversed because El Hebner did like a fast count on Triple H, so it's pretty annoying, but it still was a good match. WCW Cruiserweight Championship not Cruiserweight, WCW Championship match, Chris Jericho versus The Rock and No Mercy 2001. Probably the best match on DVD too, along with the Japanese match. A long and great match between these two, awesome. Then we had the Undisputed Championship match, Chris Jericho versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. So the end of the one with The Rock, and we saw Jericho beat The Rock, and then Austin came out. I think Austin was a heel at this time. The matchup for me was alright. I mean, they were both quite tired because of their previous matches the night, but I just kind of thought they could have done a bit more. But it was an alright match. It's very infamous, so you got to like that. So there's all just two matches. I would give disc 1 10 out of 10, great documentary, and disc 2 probably 8 out of 10. Got some matches that aren't that fantastic. Okay, now to disc 3. No disqualification match for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Chris Jericho versus Hulk Hogan on SmackDown 2002. Decent match between these two. You know, this was kind of like the time we knew Hogan wasn't really going to have much of a massive career when he came back, but it was an alright match. Chris Jericho versus Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 19. The alternative commentary by Chris Jericho, Matt Striker. This is probably what Jericho says is his best match ever. I do agree and disagree with this. I've seen better Jericho matches, but it's because he's like wrestling his idol, Shawn Michaels, and this match is probably in the top 3 best matches on this DVD. I really like this match. It is awesome. One of my favourite matches. I know it hasn't got it on my top 10 list. Well, at least I don't think it has. Actually, I think it might be on there, but it is definitely one of my all-time favourite matches. It is awesome. Your 5 match for the WWE Championship, Chris Jericho versus John Cena on Raw. This is the final match for Jericho throughout his career at the time when he got off for about 2 years. It was a really good match between them two. I know a lot of people aren't really much of John Cena fans and they don't really like him in Chris Jericho's matches, but I actually think them two really work well together, and I think this was one of their really good ones. Save Us Y2J, this is when Jericho returned and interrupted Randy Orton. They made an Intercontinental Championship match, Chris Jericho versus Jeff Hardy. This was in 2008, a couple of weeks before WrestleMania. This was Jericho won the Intercontinental Championship for the 8th time in his career. I believe that was a really good match between them two. Then we had a ladder match for the World Heavyweight Championship, Chris Jericho versus Shawn Michaels, No Mercy 08. Another fantastic match on here. Another great Jericho Michaels match. I'm quite happy they included this one because I think this is probably one of my favourite matches. Probably one of my favourite ladder matches. They really worked well together in this match. Jericho was quite a bloody mess, and yeah, really great match here. No holds barred match for the Intercontinental Championship. Chris Jericho versus Rey Mysterio Extreme Rules 09. Them two had really good matches in 09, especially the one at the Bash. This one was good. Not much of like a no holds barred match, but we saw action with the chair and the announce table, but didn't really see many weapons. But Jericho's entrance was during the crowd, which was quite cool. Chris Jericho versus Undertaker on SmackDown 2009, which was actually held here in the UK in Sheffield. So I was happy they actually got to have their first ever match one-on-one in the UK. It wasn't a great match, but it still was a pretty good contest, and it's good to actually sit down and watch that match again. And the final match on the DVD was the World Heavyweight Championship match, Chris Jericho versus Edge at WrestleMania 26. That was a great match, actually. I think that match is really underrated. I actually quite like that match. Not as bad as what people say it is. I just think the crowd weren't all that into it. But yeah, I would give disc 1 10 out of 10, disc 2 8, and disc 3 9. So I'm not saying this. So this one is probably the best disc on here because the documentary is awesome, but both the matches on disc 2 and disc 3 are really good. So Survivor Series 2003. I do highly recommend this DVD to you. It is a must-have. I definitely recommend you go out and buy this DVD. I think it's on sale at the minute on Silvervision, and I do believe you can get it quite cheap on Play. I got it on Play for $8.99, and it came in perfect condition. So, you know, Play, Silvervision, probably the 2 best websites to get this DVD from. So, yeah, I recommend this DVD to you. Survivor Series 2003, and I'll be jacking out some money today, and I'm out.